I made this song about my shades, so check it out. Hold up. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. Swag. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. Swag. I feel like James Bond when I put my shades on. I feel like.
Alright, we're on the battlefield right now. This is the War of 1812. The Brits are over there in their castle. And it's really loud right now because there's so much gunfire going on. And the Americans are trying to fire at the British. But wait, what are we doing here on the battlefield? First, we have to take you to how the War of 1812 started. One reason for the War of 1812 was all of the Native Americans that were helping the British. Oh, I think there's one over there. Oh! 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 Right, one reason for the start of the War of 1812 was all the raids planned by the Indians who were helping the British, such as at the Battle of Tippecanoe. Oh, wait, I think I hear one. Oh!
Hey, let me kick it to you right quick, man. Not on some gangster.
Another thing that angered the British was the employment of the Non-Intercourse Act.
So, the United States has agreed not to trade with Britain and France.
Right, the last reason that the American and British went to war was because the British were using a tactic known as impressment, which is where they took over the American ships and used the American sailors on board and just beat them and used them for their own army. The British are now going to attack the American ships.
Why did it even blow up, dude?
Right, the American troops at first were very weak and disorganized at the beginning of the war. Do you guys know what you're doing here? Okay. During the War of 1812, most of the battles happened at sea around Canada because, for one, the American army at foot was pretty weak, to say the least, and Canada was a place where many British soldiers were, and they were the weakest British soldiers because they were very far from Great Britain. And seeing as how they were at war, British Navy was alright, and they used these cannons to fire at said British troops. Right, go.
3, 2, 1.
Ah,
Give me another one. Give me another one.
oh. Hey, hit Majid. Right. This is a view from the British standpoint. Oh. Okay, as the War of 1812 advanced on, the British Army eventually marched all the way to Washington, D.C. As you can see, Washington, D.C. That's the White House. And they soon went down and burned the White House down. Okay, this is it. Okay, we got it.
Okay, you know what? Screw this. I have a better way.
Please don't try this at home.
Oh! no idea!
And Washington, D.C. is slowly getting burned down.
Ow, ow.
The battle ensued on for a little more, and finally the war ended. However, even though after the war ended, the Battle of New Orleans still ensued with President Andrew Jackson here leading his army.
Oh.
Wait, stop fighting. The Treaty of Ghent has been signed. The war's over. What are you guys doing?
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
So we couldn't think of anything funny to do, but the Panic of 1819 was a time of deflation, depression, bankruptcies, bank failures, AIDS, unemployment, soup kitchens, AIDS.
You said AIDS twice.
And it was just bad for the economy.
Another problem during the era of good feelings was the expansion into the Western Front. Over-speculation of the Western land caused the economy to deflate.
So I have money to buy like $5 billion. I mean, acres of land.
It's a lot of money.
We have 5 billion acres of land that we
Alright, so we're here in Missouri, and there's a lot of controversy going on between the North and the South. So apparently after the passing of the Talmadge Amendment, no more slaves were permitted to enter into Missouri, and because of this upset the balance between the slave states and the free states, and the South got pretty mad about that and got into a fight.
Hey yo, give me more of that slavery. Hey yo, give me that slavery.
can't do that, but I'm sure there's a diplomatic solution with peace that we can resolve this.
So back in Missouri, a conflict arose into a national debate, and that pushed Congress to pass the Missouri Compromise, which admitted Missouri as a slave state, so that way the balance between free states and slave states were now equal. But I can still tell that these guys are still pretty angry at each other and want to duke it out some more.
I'm not getting tackled again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Hey, don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Hey, don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Hey, don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Okay.